Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about a trend in gaming which is pretty annoying. Retro remakes. If you don't know what they are, basically a developer will dig up a retro game that has a following at least, no matter how good or bad it is, and will just re-release it. So basically Capcom dug up DuckTales and decided, with Disney's licensing, because, you know, if you put Disney on it, it'll sell a ton. Because after all, it is a remake of a Disney game after all. They decided to get some random developer who's somehow become popular, way forward, known for developing classics such as Ping Pals, Adventure Time, and a ton of other random licensed games that aren't even worth mentioning. They decided, all three of them made DuckTales Remastered. DuckTales Remastered is pretty much why the retro remake trend in other games trying to cash in on nostalgia in the past is a bad idea. And this game just gives you more proof that something should be left in the dust. Especially when you're making a retro remake and you don't even bother to make it even more playable. You just keep it the same gameplay-wise, but change the graphics so they look slightly better somewhat, even if it has that cheap, bland indie game look. And then milk it and sell it because it'll sell a ton just because it's got the name of some old NES game. I mean, doesn't everybody remember when that used to be big back in the days when Xbox Live Arcade was new? But now, let's take a look at something that should have just been left in the past. Because after all, there are some things that just shouldn't be remembered. Let's be honest, when you even start the game up, you can tell by the super retro 8-bit music whom this game is trying to target, specifically. And let's be honest, this game was just a quick PC port. I mean, hell, in parts of it, it even says to press 360 controller buttons, even when you have no controller connected. That just tells you how much of a good port this game is. Or how when you Alt F4 from this game, the game will just, well, when you quit the game, it'll just lock up and not even quit. You have to go to Task Manager and kill the game. That should tell you how much of a good port this game is, right off the bat. The plot is basically that Scrooge Duck is getting his money stolen, and basically he has to run around getting his money back. Yeah, I know, that sounds like the plot of something you'd see in a rap video, just with more drugs, more girls, more cars, and more expensive rides. And then you have Scrooge droning on forever when you just want him to shut up. The only way to skip it is to hit escape and then press skip cutscene. You'll hit every key on the keyboard and you just can't skip it. And that's really what the cutscenes are in the end. Scrooge Duck droning on and on and on and on and on. The gameplay features you jumping around and around and around and around and around and around and on enemies and stuff, and yeah. The game tries to feel like some episodes of 90s cartoon show, but fails. The game tries to have non-linear stages, but it gets boring real fast, just like most wannabe platformers. And you find out the controls aren't really that great. Just like 90s cartoon shows, people talk about how good they were in the 90s, but they just weren't that good. I mean, case in point, just look at just look at Power Rangers. That show wasn't that good. Or the first season of Digimon, or Pokemon. That show in general wasn't that good. But I'm off topic. Let's just be honest here. This game isn't that good. Don't waste your money on this game. But first of all, let me tell you a few more things. The graphics. The graphics are mediocre. They look like a generic indie game 420. But at least they do run on a piece of crap PC. Even on an old Pentium 4, you'll be able to play this game. Will you have fun though? Probably not, because this game just isn't that fun. And did I mention that the controls kind of feel slippery-ish, like many recent games that try to be platformers? Controls feel slippery-ish. And it's got those 2D black, and it's got this 3D backgrounds. I mean, look at this first stage. You're seeing it blend in. It's just not good of a game. Save your money. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. But in the end, the thing that really annoys me about this game is the try-hard attempt at cheap difficulty. You've got those Sonic boss fight styles where you've got enemies throwing them in predictable patterns, and then next thing you know, you've got to deal with, you have lives just like an old arcade game, and when you run out of lives, it's game over. You lose all your progress in the level, and you have to start the whole level over again. Yeah, that's annoying. And that's sadly what this game is kind of like. They made it annoying just to pretty much make it seem hard, because after all, that's how you sell a game to retro kids. You have to make it appear hard even if it's not even that good. So in the end, save your money, don't buy this game, and don't support games that try to pander to nostalgia, because let's be honest, games that try to pander to nostalgia just aren't that good. I'd rather play new games than games that try too hard to be retro. But then again, I don't even know anymore. This game's just a waste of your time, your money. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more.